Hi, Flosstube friends. I'm glad you could be here with me for my annual WIP parade. And I know it's March, but it's okay, right? Any time of the year is fine for a WIP parade, anytime you want to do that. So, if you've been with me before, welcome back. And if you haven't, if you're new here and you have not visited my channel before, welcome. And I hope you find something good here that you like and that you will consider subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. I love getting comments, so go ahead and leave a comment if you feel that you'd like to. So it's WIP parade time. I have 20 projects. I didn't realize the exact number until this morning when I actually counted. And that's been about the average for me for the past few years. So, it's not a bad thing. And I think it's a good thing. So, and it seems like it's a good amount for me. I would like to get some of the older ones done, but it's okay. It's all right. Um, you can't see it, but I am in my craft room where I usually do my videos, like and it's chaos. It's a little bit chaotic here because my subdivision does a garage sale a couple times a year, and there's one coming up in April. So I have never done one here. I've done one before in our old house. I did a couple of them, and I decided that I think I have enough stuff where it'll make it worthwhile to do it. So I started. I have some places kind of zoned out places in my house that I need to go through. So I started, and then last week I decided to start on the craft room, and I think this is going to be the biggest job. It's not done yet. It's maybe a third of the way done, and I filled a big box of stuff. So I hope somebody who comes to my garage sale will like craft items. That's what I'm going through. I'm not giving away anything stitch for stitching, no. But there are some like miscellaneous things that I'll be parting with, which is fine, which is a good thing to do. So I'm glad you can't see it. You know what? It's actually not too bad looking from this angle. So, all right. A little bit of an update. I'm done with occupational therapy for my hand. All done. I am done. I saw the doctor, and what was the PA, and she said, I don't think you need any more. So that's it, which is kind of nice because, I think that it's at a point where I think that it's good. So I'm glad about that. And okay, I have taken some of my projects off of roller frames, which will give you a good view of what's going on with the project, and me too. There was one of my projects I thought I had a lot more finished, and I took it off the roll frame, and I thought, I've got a lot more to go on that one. These are not, I'm going to go ahead and move over a little bit. These are not in any kind of order. I think last time I might have done like newest to oldest or oldest to newest, but I didn't do that this time, but I will give you an idea of how long I've been working on it if I can remember. And that's always a challenge, right? So we're going to start off with the project I'm currently working on. Some of my little pictures and things are kind of beat up because that's how they get. Even though I pack things away neatly when I'm done, but they still get a little bent. But this is the one I'm currently working on, and it's called Life Tree or Tree of Life. I'm not sure which. It's by Rovaris, and I believe you can still get it on Etsy. And if you don't see it at her shop, ask her, maybe she will still have it, but it's really beautiful. The thing about this is that I think I can get this done this year. Oh, I can get this done this year. I'm going to back up a little bit. It's big. And it's a little creased because I have, like I said, I have been working on it, and it was in a Nerge hoop and folded. So there it is. Bring it up a little closer. I'm doing this 1/1 on 25 count Lugana, and the color is potato, but I wanted it to be a little bit more antique, so I dipped it into tea, and a little tea dye there, and I'm using DMC 815. It is a beautiful monochromatic project if you like monochromatic, but as you can see, I'm almost done with it. Well, I guess you would call it a tree trunk. Almost done with that, and then I just have that bottom portion here to do. That's it. And I've actually, in the last few days, have done a lot of this, like this whole section down. And you know, when you're talking about 1/1 on 25, those stitches are tiny, but they add up. So that's the first one. And I think I'm going to continue to work on it for a few more days. Okay, the next one, I'm going to just show you the portion of it I'm doing right now. It's Country Cottage Needleworks. And this is the Frosty Forest series. The one I'm working on right now is Snowman's Cottage. There are 9 total. However, I'm only doing 8. One of them says Frosty Forest. It's like has the name in there, and I'm not going to do that one. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do a row of 4 and then another row of 4. And as you can see, it's getting done. I'm doing this on 32 count. I think it's Dublin, and it's a pale gray. There it is. Really like it. I know that the white, the gray is so pale that the white doesn't show up really, really well, but I think good enough when you see it up close and in person. But I just love this one. Love the colors. It's so pretty. So this one I started working on maybe 5 years ago, I would say. Yeah, about. Next, I've got Coffee Sampler by Owl Forest Embroidery. There's the whole thing, and then I'll show you close up. Isn't that cute? I love this one. I'm doing this one on 36 count, I think it's Lugana. And I think I just might have just tea dyed it. Maybe it's like a cream. I'm not really even sure. But I like the color, and I think it's a good backdrop for this. So that's what I've got so far. It's a big piece of fabric. I just have this little portion done. It's all DMC. I'm doing 2/2. And yes, I do 2/2 on 36 count because I like the coverage. I don't always do it, but you'll see another one where I'm doing 2/2. Okay. When did I start that? Maybe 2 years, maybe 2022, three, something like that. Here's one that's been around for a while. It is Gracewood Stitches, and it's called Tulips Praise. The designer is Kathy Bungard. And it's not the best photo, but you'll get a good idea of what's going on with it when I show you there. It's probably 3/4 of the way done, I would say, because above this section right here, there's another small section, and then there's an entire border. So, you know, I'm doing pretty good. I'd say like 3/4 of the way done. I'm doing this on 18 count Joblin, and it's white or off-white, white, and it's all DMC. Aren't those great colors? They're just so pretty. The picture does not do any justice at all. But this one's been around for a long time, and it's just a lot bigger than the picture. I know that the picture, you know, it seems like it's going to be kind of small, and it's not. So that one's been around for quite a few years, but I'm going to get it done. All right. Blue Ribbon Designs, Bluebird Boarding House. This one I just started last year, and I know that because it was a birthday start. I remember starting it at the beach. It's so cute. I just love the colors in it. And this one I'm doing on 32 count Joblin in off-white. And there it is. And yeah, I've got a needle on there, and I probably should have moved it, but there. Look at those bluebirds. Aren't they cute? I just love this. So, I'll keep working on it. So I did a lot. I mean, well, there's still a lot to go, but that's okay. All right. And then one that I just started late last year was Jeanette Douglas, Chubby Bird. You've seen this one a lot. A lot of people are stitching this, but I just like it. It doesn't make any difference to me if a lot of people stitch it. It's like, if I like it, I'll stitch it. This one seems to be missing a needle. I don't know why, but I'll figure it out. I decided to do this one tiny. I'm doing it 1/1 on 25 count natural linen. And look at how cute he is. Look at, first of all, like that. And then like this. Isn't he cute? I do know that the last time I was working on it, I was having trouble. I think it was just not a good time of the day to work on this. It is very tiny. Strangely enough, on the monochromatic one, on the Tree of Life, I never have any problems seeing the stitches in that. And that's 25 count. And this is 25 count, so I don't know. All right. This is an oldie, and this is one that I have not worked on in a long time, but I showed it on a video, I believe last year, and I was urged to continue to work on it, and it's a Teresa Wensler. It's English Cottage Sampler. And I know I've seen people working on this, and it's beautiful, but I got overwhelmed at one point, and I UFO'd it, and I thought about just either giving it somebody to finish or just getting rid of it. But then I thought, no, I can't do that. One of the reasons I got overwhelmed was this border is a bunch of tiny leaves and flowers. And some of them are 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches tiny, and each one is back stitched. Yeah. So it still remains to be decided if I'm going to backstitch them or just leave them as is, because they are pretty as is. One of the things about this is that I did get a lot done, and I think I really want to continue it. I do. I want to get this done. So it's just a lot. There's a lot here. I'm not going to say I'm almost done. I do have, well, there's still a lot to do. I'm going to back way up. I know. I know. And then I'll show you little pieces of it. And there's, if you know Teresa Wentzler, there's a lot of thread blends and just teeny details. There are beads for this. And I'm going to have to figure all this stuff out as I go. But I'm going to show you the tiny border detail. And I don't even have it all done, but each of those little things has to be backstitched. And here's the section with the cottage, which I've got quite a bit done. And then right underneath the cottage, oh, there's, what is it? Oh, it's the alphabet, which I finished most of it. No years, because that would be ridiculous. I have no idea. And then underneath the alphabet, there's another leafy area. And then the swans. And then I got part of that done. There's a lowercase alphabet that goes underneath that. So the other thing about, I love this fabric. I bought this, I would say, in either the late 80s, like 89, 90, 91, maybe, at a cross-stitch store that used to be open by me when I lived in Stone Mountain, Georgia. And it was just a really nice little shop, and they're not there anymore. So, but that fabric is so nice. It's just like, it's soft without being floppy. Does that make sense? And it's just a pretty neutral linen, which is what you want for this project. When am I going to get it done? I don't know, but I will keep working on it. I will pick it up someday. I'll get brave and work on it. I also have Be Biscornu by Crochet A Go-Go. There it is. And it's got bees on the top and little daisy-like flowers on the bottom. They're kind of daisy-like on the bottom. Have I ever done a Biscornu before? No. So what do? I start with the most complicated one I could find. But I think this is, it's either 36 or 40 count. I can't tell. But so far, that's what it looks like. And it's just a even weave. And this, I believe, it might be all DMC. I don't see any kind of irrigation in this. I think it's all DMC. I like it though. I think it's pretty. Okay. I don't know. I think I started that one like 2 years ago. Did you notice a pattern here? You know, but if you saw my last video, you'll know that I actually have gotten a lot of finishes this year so far. So I even got another one that I haven't shown you yet, and I will show it in the next video. All right, here's another big one that's been, I think this is my oldest WIP. Whoa, no, you know what? I think that English cottage is the oldest. This is the second oldest. Dimensions gold, and it's the Angel of Divinity stocking, and it's beautiful. Started a long time ago thinking, oh, what a pretty stocking it will be, and now I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be pretty when it gets done. It's just a lot. It is a lot. And there it is. So there's a piece of thread hanging. I left that for some reason that I don't remember right now. But I mean, most of the angel is done. There's some parts that need to get filled in, but most of the lion and the little lamb needs his front part done. There's just, and there's a lot of detail and floral touches and background. And then there's the name, and I don't know, I keep thinking if I ever have a granddaughter, this will be her stocking. How about that? We'll go with that. I like it though. I think it's beautiful. Next is Mill Hill, and it's some Feline Friends. It's a Laurel Birch, which I love Laurel Birch cats. Let's try to get a little, there we go. This came with some Ada, and I didn't like it. And so what I did was I had this fabric that I had dyed myself, and it's Jobelin. It's sort of a green and blue mixture, maybe with a little yellow in there as well. And that's him so far. I'm not super happy with the coverage of the black thread, but it'll be okay. This is 28? I think this is 28 count. Yeah, this is 28 count. And like I said, this is hand dyed by me. And this is one I really wish I could replicate because it's really pretty. Oh, now I'm really seeing the yellow in there. So there he is. I haven't worked on this one in a long time. I think it just started it. I want to say last year. I could be wrong on that. All right, here's a biggie. It's been around for a long time, but as soon as you'll see it, you'll know why. Rainbow Row, and it's CW Designs. There it is. It depicts Rainbow Row, which is in Charleston, South Carolina. This chart was purchased from me by my son and daughter-in-law when they visited. And then after that, I went and saw Rainbow Row, and it is really cool. Charleston's such a neat place. I'd like to go back. This one is on 32 count Jobelin, and it's a huge piece of fabric, and I have a little bit done. So what I did was I started in the middle, and I did the whole page that I started with, even the back stitching. I decided that's how I was going to do it. And then I continued on, and now I'm working in that yellow house area. Yep. So all of this is all completed and back stitched. And then when you get to right around the yellow house, that's what is going on now. Bring it up a little closer. It's really pretty. I've got a lot more houses to build though. A lot. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. Because then after this blue one, there's a pink one, and then a blue one, and a yellow one, and another pink one. And then after this yellow one, there's a looks kind of light pink or white, and maybe like a off-white and a brick one. So there's a lot more houses to build. But I really like it. When I start working on this one, I really get into it and I don't want to stop working on it. So, and it's as close to full coverage as I have ever done. I'm not really that much into full coverage, except that is, I mean, it's solid stitching. Here's one that has been my friend when I had a cast on my hand and I really wanted to stitch. And it's Seasonal Courier, Cardinal Winter, and it's by Robin Pickens. Isn't it pretty? I love this. Yeah, I got this one was just a perfect one to work on. I'm doing it on 32. Is this 32 or 28? I don't know. But it's just a nice off-white. No, it's like a beige Jobelin. I'm doing it with all the Comfort colors. And that cardinal is so cute. I just love that. That's a good one to have non-fussy, because I had a cast on this hand and it was all the way up to my fingers and it went about to here, like right about to here. And I could actually hold the hoop and stitch with my left hand. So it worked. And now couldn't ask for more than that. All right, next is Redbird Sampler by Brenda Gervais. This one just, the colors in it are so pretty. And that's how much I have done. It's linen, I think. No, this is even weave. I'm not sure. It's 32 count. I'm doing it. I actually believe that I changed some of the colors. Yeah, I changed a few of them. Yeah, there were a few I didn't have, so I did some changes. But I made them as close to the call for as I could, because that's one of the things that drew me to this chart were the colors. So that's one I think I started last year. Here's one that I really did a lot on this, and I'm nearing a finish. I'm Sweet Wing Studio, and it's Forever in Peace. I am on this row right here, this red one, third one down. Then I'll have this one and the words, and I will be done. Yay! All right, let me see if I have oh yeah, I'm doing this one on 32 counts Lugana in the color Sparrow by Luminous Fiber Arts. It's a good color for this, good fabric. I don't know what's going on there, but okay. There it is, and yeah, I've got a thread. There it is. I just think that's beautiful. The way that's charted and the colors and it's just so pretty. I don't know how I'm going to finish that, but I'd really like to get that one done by the summer. Okay, now we're getting into the ones that I had on or have on roller frames. And the ones that I took off the roller frames are the ones where you couldn't see everything that was stitched. And so one of them was Blackbird Designs Wild Lilies. This is an older chart that I had, and I really like it. And I'm stitching this on something called, it's Quaker cloth linen, and it's the color sand. And there they are. And I believe I'm doing all the called for colors. And oh yeah, this one is it Gentle Arts? Ooh, I don't know if it might be Classic Colorworks Cappuccino, and it's so pretty. It is so pretty. So there it is. And this is, I'm doing this on 28 count, but you could tell it was in the roll frame. Yeah, I decided to do this on 28, and I think I'll probably frame it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and put that back into the roll frame, which is fine. Because doing this, doing a WIP parade helps me to kind of have like a quick inventory of what's going on with my stitching. Because, you know I have all my stitching, all my projects and project bags in this big basket. And, but sometimes you kind of just lose sight of what you have and where you are with your individual projects. And that's kind of like where I am with this. And just by seeing them and taking them out of the roller frames and, and just looking at each one, it kind of, I can kind of organize my stitching thoughts and decide which ones I want to work on, what are priorities, Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs. So pretty. Yes, a lot of people have done it. I know, but I don't care. It's pretty. And I like the Beatles, and I like the whole concept of this chart. Isn't that pretty? Doing it on the call for fabric and call for colors. There it is. It's getting done. I mean, it really, yeah, it's getting done. It is so pretty. See, this is one that is rolled up, and I kind of, you're just kind of, when you're working on it, you're kind of zooming in on that one area that you're working on. You don't realize how much or how little that you have done if it's all rolled up. I don't. And maybe you do, but I don't. So there it is. Getting done. All right. Here's another one I took out because this is one that I thought I had a lot more done. Well, now that I'm looking at it, Quaker Diamonds by Rosewood Manor. Why don't I know this? I should have this memorized. Okay, here's what happened. So what they do is they have their called for colors are Valdani, and I didn't want to do it. So my friend Sandy B. Stitches had a conversion done for her by a shop owner, and she shared that conversion with me, and I think it's pretty perfect. All right, this one, I know the fabric. It's 32 count flax linen by R&R. That's funny. Some things you can remember exactly what they are, and I remember where I bought it and when I bought it. It was why? I have no idea. I am going to put this the right way, but I'm going to show you the whole thing first. There it is. Okay. So then we're going to take it, we're going to fold it a little bit. And then you can see exactly what I've done. See? I think the colors are beautiful. When I look at it and I look at the photo on the chart, it looks very close. I will happily share this conversion with you if you are thinking of doing this. It's a lot of weeks and gentle hearts, I believe. I think it's mostly weeks and gentle hearts. And it's gorgeous. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I've got some left, I know. But I would love to get this done. This is going to be one of those ones that's like giant, and I'm not going to want to frame it myself because it's going to be too scary. When it comes to framing, I do a lot of framing myself, and but it seems like if it gets over a certain size, I just like, no, somebody else needs to do this. We'll see. I'll see. That's like that with anything over like 10 by 10. I get kind of like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. All right, cardinal points. It's Long Dog Samplers, all gentle heart threads. Now, the reason that I like this, I love the colors in it. And I'm doing the exact colors that it calls for in the chart. But, well, this is one of the ones that I said that I didn't have to take it out of the roller frame because I don't have much done. But once again, I've got thread. But there it is so far. I'm doing this on 36 count white linen, and it is 2/2. I've decided I like that coverage of 2/2 on this. I think it looks really good. That's pretty. I need to work on this some more. I don't know. I think I started this a few years ago, like maybe 3 years ago. Like I said, I actually have gotten some things done. If you go to my last video, I had, I think, 4 finishes in January and 1 in February and none this month at all. This is my last one. Number 20. Look at this. It is designed by So Much to Love, Michelle Palmer, and it's bittersweet and polka dot tea. Love this. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And there it is. So far, working on that pumpkin. So, yeah. It's getting there though. This fabric is antique crochet lace. It is a linen. I believe it's 36 count, and it's by Nicholas Flamel, who used to have a shop on Etsy, and I don't know if he does it anymore. I don't think so. And that is that. So there it is. All right. That's it. That's my WIP parade. I am so happy. I have some things kitted up for starts, and I've shown those in the past. I try to resist starting anything. I would like to get a couple more things done before I actually start something, because I think keeping my WIPs at around 20 or less is probably more of my comfort zone than having a lot more than that. I have had more than that in the past, and it's okay. You know, it's to each his own when it comes to stitching. There are no rules, and whatever's right for you is good. Whatever is right for me is good. And it, you know, there's, like I said, there's no rules. Just do what you can do, or do what you want to do. So that is it. And that's it for this video. And I will be back, and I will show you a finish, because I do have a finish. And my plans are just to keep up with my rotation. My rotation is very not set in stone at all. I just pick what I want to stitch. I've seen so many today that I said, I should really pick this one up. And I know you noticed that. That's what I said. So that's just how maybe I have to do it. Go, which one do I want to do? Do I want to pick up cardinal points and work on that a little bit? And I'll just try to remember which ones I haven't worked on in a while and pick them up. Rainbow Row is one I haven't picked up in a while. And then, of course, there's that English cottage. And that stocking. So I have many to choose from. And I really don't need to be starting anything new right now. But has that ever stopped me before? And the answer is no. So I hope that you enjoyed this WIP parade. I hope you'll come back, leave a comment, and I will have more for you coming up in several weeks, probably in April. Yeah, I'll have a lot more to show you then, and hopefully you'll see a little bit more work on some of these. That's the plan, right? So you just keep up with your stitching, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am enjoying mine. And we'll see you next time. Bye.